The Disney news is on its way.
This monorail will be departing momentarily. Thank you.
We shine the light inside the park. Lights and laughter every ride.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejados de las puertas.
Past the news so clear. The Monorail Report is here. Jump aboard and feel the cheer. The Monorail Report is here. The Monorail Report is here.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your safety, please remain behind the yellow line on the platform or behind the gates once you disembark the monorail.
Well, welcome. This is the evening edition of the Monorail Report. First time we're doing it in the evening. Figured we would try something different. I have the podcast coming up in a few minutes, so we'll kind of run through this one a little bit, but I will probably be off all of next week with the cruise. So figured I would run through some news tonight for all of you, and then see how we can fit that in, because next week we'll be gone the whole week, and then Friday is is Halloween, so I don't think you want to do a Halloween episode. So let's run through some news. Thank you all for joining. Lots of park news this past week, or 2 weeks really. A couple refurbs, couple openings. So PhilharMagic will be closing for about 3 weeks come November 1st for a quick refurb. Nothing expected. This should really just be maintenance. Nothing new expected out of that one. Trilobites and Dinobite snacks are both permanently closed now, as Animal Kingdom continues their work turning Dinoland USA into Tropical Americas. Not much left over there, but there's a lot of work going on. So very excited to see what that turns out to be. This one I thought was pretty cool. So this is the new or gosh, I forget the name of it, but it's the Universal Park that's going to be built in Texas. Excuse me. As you can see, it's going to be a resort, and these are the named lands. So you have Troll Fest, Shrek Swamp, Puss in Boots, Jurassic World, Minions, SpongeBob Bikini Bottom, and Finley will be very happy. Gabby's Dollhouse also gets an area. So this is going to be a much smaller park, certainly geared towards kids, as you can see, but excited. I think a lot of people will be, because it's going to be out in Texas, and you know, Universal, you just have the East Coast and the West Coast. So and this is you have Legoland in Florida. You also have thank you, Universal Kids Resort. What is the other one? Oh my goodness, Peppa Pig Park, which we thought about going to for its opening day, because we were going to happen to be there. They were sold out, but I don't really hear anything else about that park, so I don't know. But anyway, this one should be nice. Expected to open soon. A lot of new parks. You have the new park in the UK, and then you also have Disney Abu Dhabi coming up as well. Spaceship Earth is reopening after more than 2 months of getting a maintenance refurb. Supposed to open this weekend, but it actually opened or did a soft opening. I think it was Monday, I think it was Monday. No, I take that back. I think it was Sunday. So people just happened to show up and over the weekend, and it's randomly open. They're just, starting to run some folks through it. So I'm glad to see it. This was just another maintenance refurb, nothing big, but a lot of people have noticed that it looks cleaner, brighter. The lights are redone. A Bounce and Journey did a vlog on it and said that even the ride vehicles seem to be cleaner, newer, brighter. So looks good. The Paperboy is still facing backwards. That I didn't expect that to change, but apparently a lot of people did. This was not going to be a reskin or anything really of any major substance. If you remember, this was supposed to happen, or a major refurb was supposed to happen in 2020, and then that stopped for obvious reasons. So Remy's Ratatouille, we spoke about the Paris version closing and going from 3D to 2D. The same thing is going to happen here in Epcot. November 10th through the 13th, it'll be closed so that they can change it from 3D to 2D. I personally am okay with this. I don't think that the 3D element added or enhanced the ride really at all. It's different than some of the other 3D where it like really pops at you. It doesn't really feel that way. And I think the other thing is that because this ride has so many props and effects throughout the ride that are not on the screen, I think wearing the 3D glasses takes away from those effects. So I think it's actually going to feel better just in 2D. That's my personal take on that. Hollywood Studios, you're going to have a lot of meet and greets happening right now. I think this is what is to be expected out of Hollywood Studios. And so Hollywood Studios, Ariel, the live action version, had been meeting in Walt Disney Presents. They're moving her out of there and into the Echo Lake area over by 50s Primetime, which is pretty cool because Mary Poppins and Bert are meeting in the hub in front of the Grumman Theater, and so is Pinocchio and Jiminy Cricket. So lots of meet and greets going on. There's also a new band that plays over there, and there's also a juggling act over there as well. So I like this. I like the idea of the entertainment in Hollywood Studios for sure. Thank you. We are both Titi Dorina and Frederick. We are getting very excited. We just had a bunch of packages get delivered for our cruise stuff today. So, speaking of Hollywood Studios, here's an old picture of Hollywood Studios and the arch that was over there when it was Disney MGM Studios. As you may know, that arch is now gone. This is what it currently looks like. So the top middle of the screen, that's where the arch used to be. You'll see two triangles kind of there. That was the foundation, I guess, for the archways. So that is gone. They are working feverishly, if you ask me, to get that done in the next year, as they announced. the new area, the Magic of Disney Animation, will be opening in 2026. There you see Launch Bay at the top of your screen, Star Wars Launch Bay, and take a look to the left-hand side. I guess that would be, the left-hand side of your screen there. Hey, Rod, thank you. There are folks right there waiting in line for The Little Mermaid. And there's trucks working and clearing right there. That is not something that is typical with Disney. Before, the work would be done overnight so that it didn't disturb the guests and there was no break of the immersion. Right now, they're not worried about it. They need to get this stuff done. And so we are seeing a lot of work happening during the day while the park is open. And here's another picture where the archway used to be. And you can see work happening right there. All right, so let me bring up this quick little video for you.
Hello, I'm Patrick, your chief flight attendant. Soon, as you sail through our spacious skies, you may see amber waves of grain, purple mountain majesties. That's right, we're going to be soaring across America. What better way to celebrate the country's semi-quincentennial than with a limited-time sea to shining sea itinerary? America's packed a lot into her 250 years, so you'll want to pack a lot of party favors into your roll aboard. This includes Betsy Ross flags, hot dogs, apple pies, bald eagles, bunting, pocket constitutions, powdered wigs, and of course, these little beauties. Nice work, pal. Happy 250th, America.
So they surprised us all with that announcement that Soarin' Around the World will be changing to Soarin' Across America this summer at both Disneyland and Walt Disney World to celebrate the United States of America's semi-quincentennial birthday. So that should be pretty exciting. I know we'll all have guesses as to what will be included. I don't know. I think you're gonna see the plains and of like Iowa and the mountains. Obviously, Statue of Liberty. And there's probably, if you look in there, they always give some hints. So I'm sure in that picture there are some hints. But Soarin' Across America debuts this coming summer. Also, as part of the celebration, Disney's going to have a 24-hour Disney Celebrates America broadcast during the weekend of July 24th. That's going to be across many stations and streaming networks. So you're going to have Disney Plus, ABC, and several other networks that are going to be carrying this to celebrate the weekend. I have only seen it third hand, but there's supposed to be 3 days worth of fireworks. Normally, Magic Kingdom, you get July 3rd fireworks and July 4th fireworks that are the same 4th of July show. But apparently, for this one, it's going to be 3 days. So I assume the 3rd, 4th, and 5th. And is that only Magic? Is it also Epcot? We'll find out. More to come. We've got some time there. I'm a fan of Jingle Cruise. Hopefully you are. But Jingle Cruise is going to be returning to Magic Kingdom on November 3rd this year. So it is a little earlier than normal. So get ready, get your Christmas dad jokes ready. Yeah, Disney Overload on July 4th. I'm telling you, it's gonna be crazy. Whether you're at home, whether you're in the parks, be ready for it. You know, it'd be cool. They used to do a 4th of July parade at Disney. That'd be cool if they brought that back for the 250th. All right. Also, this Christmas season, you're gonna have Minnie's Wonderful Christmas Time fireworks for the final week of 2025, starting December 22nd. They will be showing it nightly at 8:30, which is pretty cool. Normally, that last week you get the parade, the Christmas parade, during the daytime. So you'll get the Christmas parade during the daytime, and then you'll get Minnie's Wonderful Christmas Time fireworks in the evening. So that's pretty cool that you'll get both shows. Normally, you only get the parade. Now you'll get the fireworks. I'm going to assume right now that the Christmas parade is in the daytime like it has been. And then you're also going to get Starlight at night before and after the fireworks. But that schedule has not been released yet, so we will find out more soon. Speaking of the cruise, Disney Destiny has officially left the Netherlands and is heading to the US. It is en route to the year-round home port of Port Everglades in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. So if I see this cruise liner when we get to Fort Lauderdale, I'll let you guys know. It could be docked right next to us. Who knows? Also for this season, on Disney Plus, you have 2 new 24/7 streams. You have season streamings and Disney Plus Throwback. Season streaming starts November 4th, and Throwback starts the next day on the 5th. A lot of people are excited for this to see what they come up with. I'm going to hope that Muppets Christmas is on there during the season streamings. I don't see why it wouldn't be. I'm sure there's going to be a bunch of other stuff in there. And then the Throwback, a lot of people are excited to see what they do for the Throwback. So we'll find out more. All right, if you are an annual pass holder, you can use your 20% merch discount online now through the 26th. So be sure to take advantage of that, because that is not a discount that is offered online very often. So make sure to use that. One last refurb that I forgot to mention. Harambe Market is closing for a few months because since Dino Bites and Trillo Bites is closing, they're going to offer a lot of the food that was over there at Harambe Market. So they're doing the whole menu over. So it's going to be closing for a little bit so that they can get that up to date with what they want to serve now. So a lot of stuff happening in the parks right now. You have a lot of scrim wall up. That is to be expected with what we're getting. I know the parks kind of feel, somebody said the other day, are they going to reduce the cost to enter the park because so much is closed right now? There really isn't a lot that's closed. Yes, the Liberty Bell is gone, and Tom Sawyer Island is gone. That's 2 out of 40 attractions. The other, Epcot, you don't really have anything down unless you want to you know, unless you're going to count Wonders of Life. I don't see why you would. That's been gone forever. Animal Kingdom, we know. Dino Land is gone. I get it. And then you also have Hollywood Studios. You have 2 areas gone right now. But we're getting a lot. So I'm going to be happy for what's coming. As Walt said, the parks are always going to be changing. They're living, breathing things, and they have to change. So I would expect some really good stuff coming out of that. Of course, we're not going to hear much, although Disney could surprise us. They drop, you know, little surprises here and there, so they could surprise us. But I think we're going to hear a lot come D23. Buzz Lightyear, good to see you. So I would expect that. Murray, good to see you. Hello. I'm going to say good morning, since it's really late or really early, depending on how you look at it there for you. So thank you all for tuning in. I am going to end now so that I can get ready for the podcast. We are doing this or that. I almost said 2 truths and a lie. I guess I have Peak Show in my head right now. But we're going to be doing this or that. So feel free to play along with Corey and I as we try and decide which one is better. And you know, this isn't about Corey and I. This is about you. So make sure to play along. I'm going to drop the link here in the chat right now. I don't know if it's going to send you over to that episode when this ends. Oh yeah, just past midnight. That's right. All right, so there is the link. I'm not sure if that goes out on Facebook. If you're on Facebook, just head over to the DizPod on YouTube. We'll be starting there in just a few minutes. If you're on YouTube, just click that link and head on over. Appreciate you all being here. I will schedule something for next week. Maybe I'll do Saturday before I start the production on the Living in Diz stream. We'll see what I do there. And Friday, I will be live on Park Bros channel for, I'm sorry, not Friday, Saturday for Embarkation Day, sail away party. So I will be live streaming that. I know we're supposed to get on the boat about 1 o'clock. So I have to see what the schedule looks like, but I'll be sure to bring you all of that. Beach Fox Life, hello, good to see you. Make sure to tune in to the DizPod in just a few minutes for this or that. All right, folks, thanks for being here. I'll see you all over on the DizPod in just a few minutes.
This monorail will be departing momentarily. Thank you.